After using the Bobby backpack for a while now, a couple of months, I can show you a few advantages and disadvantages of it, and just generally how it's holding up. This is fresh back from work, so I can show you basically what I'm packing into it, and you can see how the things that are in there are working. I find the Bobby has a couple of things. This is one feature actually on the backpack that I couldn't find any other backpacks had. I found a sling pack with it, but it's very cool. Your Metro card, whatever you want to call it, for the train can go in. There's two of them. I don't use this one, but I use that, and it is absolutely brilliant because you can just whip it out, swipe on. I found a messenger pack with this, but I couldn't find other backpacks, but that's a really cool feature. This thing here, actually quite often will use this because it's handy when you're on a train. Well, what I find, rather than getting your phone in and out of your pocket, and it actually has my phone in there now, I'll just slip the phone in there and it's nice and secure, but easy. I generally sit on the train with this on my lap, and I can easily access that. These pockets here I find quite useful as well. That one got some earbuds, and actually I can lay it all out to show you what I got in there, but earbuds just in case my wireless headphones run out of battery, and on this side got my keys. So I use the charging point every so often, which is kind of cool. Linked to a battery pack inside, which you'll see, but it is kind of handy having one on the outside to plug in. I have to go into the pack to get the cord, but it is handy that once I've got the cord, I can actually easily charge. Now, one of the disadvantages actually is the fact that it doesn't have a lot of internal compartments, so stuff tends to float around in there. Now I'll show what I mean. I switched to the Bobby from this pack, which is a recent purchase. It was a Thule, I think it's called a Daypack 25. This had a cool feature, which was this secure zone up top, and it basically has a hard case in it to put sunglasses or things. I found that quite handy for the phone. But as you'll notice, this has stuff on the outside for a water bottle or umbrella. The Bobby, because it's an anti-theft backpack, actually doesn't have anything on the outside. So that means you've got to put everything inside, water bottle, umbrella or whatever, and you're using your internal space, which is not great. On the Thule, I'll just show you now because I'll show you the disadvantage. The Thule, when you go inside, nice big tablet sleeve, and then a laptop sleeve as well. You can actually get an iPad Pro or a Mini or anything into there. The tablet one on the Bobby is quite small. The other cool thing about this is in your front compartment, lots of divider areas. So you've got a pocket there that you can put things in, and you also have another pocket here. The Bobby backpack doesn't have these internal dividers. So I am struggling a little bit in moving to it from this, and actually the main thing is you just can't carry as much. I could get a lot more into this Thule backpack, but yep, check it out, it doesn't have the little slot for your Metro card. So what I've got in here, I've got my headphones, which I tend to just let slip in there. Now I've got an iPad Pro, and paperwork I tend to just slide into the laptop thing. If I've got any extra papers, A4 style papers, I'll put them in the laptop bit. Now I've got an external hard drive there, and I've got my Kindle. I might open it up so you can see, which is a quite cool feature of the Bobby, is you can zip it fully open, and then if you disconnect your Velcro side bits, you can lay it flat. That'll give you an impression of the inside. So this tablet bit here is pretty small. I've got the Kindle, but as you can see, so this is the iPad Pro 9.7 with the smart keyboard case on it. kind of a tight fit. You can get it in there, but it kind of folds. I think you guys can see it kind of rips the foam down because that is such a tight fit. Maybe without the, let's have a look, without the smart, right, so without the smart keyboard on it, it's fine. Maybe if you had an iPad mini or something, the 9.7, that would be better. But with a smart keyboard, not really a fit. Now, maybe I should just detach it actually and let it go in there, and that would hold it a bit safe and secure. Really, that would be for use with my Surface Pro in there. Yeah, I could put the Surface Pro in this bit here, but I kind of always have this with the smart keyboard on, so I usually put the iPad Pro in there. I'm rarely carrying the Pro and the Surface Pro anyway together. Okay, so in this bit here, I mean, it does carry a fair bit of stuff, but as you can see, different to the Thule, this doesn't have internal zip pockets, so everything you throw in here is going to actually float around. As you can see, I used that earlier today and it came out of the pocket. I don't have my water bottle in here now, but it would go in the big one, and then I've just had the travel umbrella sitting on the side there. The only zip you've got in here is this. Everything else is going to basically fly around in the pack unless you keep the pack pretty upright. But anyway, I'll carry on and get the stuff out. And this will give you an idea of how much it can actually carry. So we've got travel umbrella. This is for the iPad and iPad Pro. It's a wireless memory sharing device, so you can share memory cards, plug in a USB hard drive. Really good for iPad or Android tablets. That's a screen cleaning cloth. I've also got in here plugged in my battery pack. So that's a I can't remember, Xiaomi Mi battery pack. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour, and I keep that in there along with business cards and stuff, and iPhone charger bit. What else have I got in there? Oh, this is a pretty cool thing I picked up. It's a screen cleaning microfiber cloth that basically folds in on itself. That was a cheap Amazon pickup, and it's a pretty cool piece of kit. Always need screen cleaners with all of our tablet devices. And as you saw before, that's the iPad Pro charger. That's plugged in. What I also have is this, which was a neat little device, little cable thing that I picked up. I can plug this into the external charging port. If I can see it. And full-size USB into that. And then on the other end of this thing, I actually have all the charging things I need. There's a Lightning, micro USB, even one of the old A USBs. That was handy. This little slot here, I'm pretty sure XD Design designed this for putting one of the long thin battery packs, because it's a little pocket and it's not on this side, and I think that was long thin battery pack to plug in, but I'm using that, as you can see, it's a different size and shape, so I put it in the pocket there, and this cable's quite large anyway, but I just pop that in there, so it's always with me. Pen and a iPad, or the Apple Pencil. Up here I've got a glasses case, and that's actually just a spare cable for the hard drive. In here, the usual, I've got a micro SD card adapter, because I always have all my cameras and stuff with micro SDs, so I can plug that in. And I've got this pretty cool little drive, which is micro USB on one side. It's only 16 gig, I think, or 32 to get me out of trouble, but that side is, it's a 16. That side's full-size USB, that side's micro USB. Not good to plug in with the iPad, but good for Android devices, or an Android phone. Thumb drive, really, because that's your only zippered bit to stop stuff flying around. That's what I use that for. The pack's held up really well. As you can see, I mean, I'm commuting with this every day and have been for the last couple of months. Really, there's a couple of scuffs, very hard to see, but overall it's holding up very well. I love the fact that it stands by itself, even when I got it packed full of stuff. I do enjoy the fact I can fold it fully open. That's really neat. Killer feature that it's a little thing, but it really makes a big difference. So that's it. Might check back in after another few months.